Okay, this is the 2025 free response questions for the AP Calculus AB exam. This is going over number 2. So number 2 says the shaded region R is bounded by the graphs of the functions f and g, where f of x is equal to x squared minus 2x and g of x is equal to x plus sine of pi x, as shown in the figure below. Part A says find the area of R, show the setup for your calculations. Well, we know that the area is going to be g of x minus f of x. Since looking at the graph, g of x is on the top and f of x is on the bottom. And then in order to find the bounds for our integral, we're going to look where they intersect. So we notice that they intersect here at 0, 0 and at 3. So those are going to be my bounds for my integral. So I would write this as the integral of 0 to 3 g of x minus f of x dx, which is equal to the integral of 0 to 3 of x plus sine of pi of x minus x squared plus 2x dx. Plugging that into my calculator, I get 5.137. Part B says region R is the base of a solid. For this solid, at each x, the cross-section perpendicular to the x-axis is a rectangle with a height x and a base in region R. Find the volume of the solid. Show the setup for your calculations. Okay, so we know that in part A, we found the area. So in order to find the volume, we're going to take the area, which is the g of x minus f of x, and multiply it by x, because x was the height of the solid. So then plugging it in, we have the integral of 0 to 3 of g of x minus f of x times x dx. And plugging that in, that is the integral of 0 to 3 of x plus sine pi x minus x squared plus 2x times x dx. And then solving this integral, we get the value 7.705. Part C says write, but do not evaluate an integral expression for the volume of the solid generated when the region R is rotated about the horizontal line y equals -2. Okay. So for part C, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to, if we're rotating it around that line, that means we're forming some type of circle around it. So this is going to be the integral of pi times r squared minus r squared, where this is representing the g of x function adding 2 to account for that horizontal line, and then the f of x function adding 2 to account for that horizontal line. So this is going to give us the integral of 0 to 3 of pi of g of x plus 2 squared minus f of x plus 2 squared dx. And then lastly, part D says it can be shown that g prime of x is equal to 1 plus pi cosine pi of x. Find the value of x for 0 less than x less than 1, at which the line tangent to the graph of f is parallel to the line tangent to the graph of g. So what it wants us to find ultimately is that the derivative of each of the functions are equal to each other. So the derivative of g of x is equal to the derivative of f of x. So this means that 1 plus pi cosine of pi x is equal to the derivative of f of x. And remember, f of x was x squared minus 2x, so we would get 2x minus 2. And then using our calculator, we get that x is equal to 0.676.